Hello, I'm Richard Lamey. I'm the Director of Mission and Ministry in the Diocese of Norwich, and I've been given about 2 minutes to say why I think being a racial justice advocate is such a responsibility and such a privilege and so important. I think partly it's because this is a matter of who we are as a church, who we are as Christians. I believe firmly that Jesus is good news for everybody, irrespective of racial background or community or culture or wherever we're from. Wherever we're going, wherever we are now, Jesus is good news for absolutely everybody. I'm convinced that heaven will be just beautifully rich and varied, and people of every land and every nation will be there together worshipping God as one. And I want the church to reflect that and to be the same. We are enriched when we hear other voices speaking of the same God. We are enriched when other references, other insights, other truths are shared from different backgrounds and different contexts. We are all made richer by that. I guess I'm also really committed to this work because when I was in Bangladesh with Christian Aid, I received such a warmth. People were not grudging in making room for me to sit down to pray and join in worship. They were delighted. They were so keen to make me feel at home and to let me join in and to be part of the church that Sunday. And so that's really precious, that sense of being made welcome, that we are one people, one God, irrespective of where we grew up or anything else that might divide us. Paul has lots of things to say about there being no longer Jew nor Greek, male nor female, slave nor free, that we are one in Christ Jesus. And I think it matters so much to me as well because I've never myself had to doubt or question my position in the church. I've never felt that people looked down on me or expected less of me or didn't make me welcome. I've never had to wonder about that. And that actually, I realise, talking to other people, including in this diocese, that's a sense of privilege, never to have to wonder if you belonged. And I think it means that I have a responsibility to say things and ask questions and point things out that might not be possible for those who are being excluded themselves. That perhaps from my position of privilege, I can use that position to ask questions. If we're called to be a prophetic church in this diocese, as we are, then this is surely prophetic. In the face of an unsettled and challenging world, a world which seeks division and difference, which wants to exclude and separate, part of our prophetic voice is to say to the world, we are one. And part of our prophetic voice is to say within the church, are we doing as well as we should be? Are we making people welcome? Are we being as inclusive, as warm, as open as God is himself? Are we as the church being the kingdom, which will be wonderfully varied, wonderfully rich, and a great blessing to everybody?